Yo, it's King Steph, and this time I got a prediction slash theory. One more so of a prediction, because for this video right here, basically your guess is as good as mine when it comes to this. So we're gonna be talking about which technique from Sukuna will Yuji begin to inherit. So let's go ahead and get into it. We know from chapter 12 in Jujutsu Kaisen, or from the anime people, episode 6. By the way, if you are an anime only, just know there's gonna be some spoilers from the manga regarding Sukuna. Let you know ahead of time. So we know of 3 signature Sukuna techniques: cleave and dismantle, which we mostly see whenever he uses his domain. And I'm not going to talk about Sukuna's domain in this, because I don't think Yuji's on that level of him, mastering a domain expansion, even if he is inheriting Sukuna's technique. And as shown in the Shibuya incident arc, he has the fire arrow that he used on Jogo, so his Jogo was burnt to ashes instantly. Now, as for which of the abilities we know of as of now, I had to predict Yuji's getting the fire arrow, and the reason for this is I'm thinking of when Yuji's going to start to inherit these abilities. And I think the main one is going to be the arrow, because I can see Yuji awakening these techniques near his encounter with Kenjaku. Now, taking into consideration that Yuji might not be alone in this fight, I'm thinking of how Kenjaku's abilities are actually going to be a big problem for Yuji. With Kenjaku comes a lot of tech in terms of how much he can overwhelm you. Curse manipulation, which he stole from Geto, is going to be a huge problem for Yuji and whoever Yuji would be with, because Kenjaku has over 1,000 stored curses that range from basic to special grade curses, as well as idle transfiguration and maximum Uzumaki. Which I'm letting you know this right now. I'm going to do a Kenjaku power scale video or something, because he is heavily slept on in terms of power and how much of a threat he really is. But let's get back to the video. Amidst that, Yuji is going to have a lot to deal with. So I think the fire arrow would be perfect for Yuji in situations where Yuji has to clear a wide area of opponents or curses, especially considering Kenjaku probably isn't going to fight Yuji hand to hand as a first option. I just don't see that being the case. And then given the area effect of the fire and how quick the fire burns, also to tie into Yuji's character that, Yuji is an athlete. So envisioning Yuji with a fire arrow as if he's an archer playing archery or something like that would be such a cool visual in the manga or anime if this was to happen. Now, for my people that think Yuji could get cleave or dismantle, I'm not against the idea at all, because Yuji is nice with a blade or a knife, as we've seen with Slaughter Demon and the survival knife that he picked up in his fight against Yuta. Now give him some sort of, curse energy or sorcery blade that has his own tech behind it. The possibility is there. And obviously we don't know if Sukuna has any more abilities or techniques that we know of, because there's still just so much of Sukuna that we just don't know in terms of his abilities and what he has in his arsenal. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Sukuna actually has another bow and arrow type technique, because of the lore behind Sukuna, the actual mythological spirit in Japanese folklore, but that's another video for another day. Alright guys, that is what I think Yuji's gonna get in terms of him inheriting Sukuna's techniques later in the story of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now obviously this was a short video. I got a lot more stuff planned, couple that aren't Jujutsu Kaisen related, but they kind of tie into Jujutsu Kaisen. You'll see that later on. But let me know in the comment section what you think Yuji could inherit from Sukuna. Obviously, like and subscribe for more anime content, especially JJK. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.